The impact that WinMan has had on the business has been hugely important. I don't like to think of really a time without WinMan again. I mean, we're able to control the margins on a daily basis, to know exactly where we are and where we should be. To be able to rely and know that you're in a safe pair of hands has been brilliant. We're a medium-sized food wholesale business located in Jersey. We've been going for 26 years now. We started off with one product. I started selling my dad's shiitake mushroom. He was doing log-grown shiitake mushrooms. I started selling them to restaurants, and kind of one product led on to another and another and another. And now we have 1,600 active lines, all available for daily delivery. The speed that we can work at is crucially important to how we operate. I mean, through this building alone, we'll do 150 pallets of fresh produce a week. It needs to be booked in, it needs to be individually stickered on every box. It needs to be then held within the system and picked and delivered out, sometimes same day. So we take any order that's placed on our answer phone before 12 o'clock noon will be delivered same day, regardless of if it's the third, fourth or fifth delivery of the day. It doesn't matter to us. WinMan allows us to process those procedures very, very quickly. From the office tying into the sales side out here and the pickers to then the invoicing through the account side. It's seamless. WinMan is now fundamental to who Fungi are. The system is trusted and used on not just a daily basis, but every single moment that this business is operating, we are routing everything through WinMan. And we now completely and utterly trust and rely on the figures that it produces. From whether it's the live stock levels within the system or the traceability audit trail that it gives us, we just couldn't operate without it now. When we went out to tender for a system like WinMan, I needed to get the daily running of my business out of my head and into a system so that the system could then manage the business. And we've achieved that. It can now allow us the time, or we can afford the time, to go and focus on other key areas, to visit more suppliers, to check that the products that we're buying are the ones we need to be buying at that particular time of year. Whereas before it was all hands on deck. Every day was like a restaurant service. So we were very, very busy and then very quiet. Now we can take our time to make sure we're running as efficiently as possible. WinMan worked very quickly and very well in being able to tailor the system to not just us really, but towards fresh produce or towards food wholesale. Those kiosks are still running now, 7 years later, with very little change to them. The core data that links back into the WinMan product works very, very well. Three highlights of us using WinMan is just pure efficiency. So to be able to track where product is and how much I've bought it, how much it's been sitting here within the system or within the building is hugely important. Traceability, so to be able to offer our customers the full traceability trail all the way through the flow of that product's life since we've inquired about buying it to when we've delivered it to their door. To be able to have that information at a touch of a button has been hugely important. And then as a fresh produce supplier, wastage. In fresh produce, wastage is key. We can analyze that data through various simple WinMan reports and work out where our wastage is. From my personal point of view of what it's done for me and the family, because Fungi is a family business, 4 directors are family, and also the kind of higher level of staff, they've all been here for a very long time. So what it's done for us all has been brilliant. The work-life balance that we kind of strive towards has been created. It's been created because there's a system in place that is controlling the building. So it doesn't need to rely on us 100% of the time.